Greetings, Earthlings. Dave Smith with another episode of And Another Thing with Dave, me being Dave. So, crazy pandemic, firestorms, power outages, life's unbelievable, 2020, fuck you. Everybody I know cannot wait to see this year go away. Anyway, what I wanted to rap about in this episode is our antiquated education system here in the U.S. And I'm getting a phone call there. I'm going to have to snipe that. Our antiquated education system here in the U.S. and how, basically you get out of school with a worthless degree and end up with a job at Starbucks and $30,000 to $100,000 in school debt. It's rare that somebody is focused enough that they actually pursue a degree that's relevant. I know like 3 people that are working in the field they have a degree in. One of the best carpenters and contractors I know has a degree in marketing. So, yeah. And, liberal arts degrees don't do jack shit as far as getting you work. My nephew has a degree in engineering. As soon as he graduated, bam, offered a job. He's got a job with Google now, like 1 year out of college, maybe 2. But anyway, never has been without a job. Never had to stoop to the Starbucks level, but he got a degree in engineering. He got a degree that was useful and in demand. But what I want to talk about is our educational system and how it's not set up for specialization, for specialties, for trades. It's really pathetic in getting you ready for the working world. It provides us with this base knowledge, right? So everybody's going to know a little bit of algebra. Everybody's going to know a little bit of psychology. Everybody's going to know basic English. So basically, a college education is what a high school education used to be, But Europe is so far ahead of us. They've got apprenticeship programs. So if you don't test in to college, you can go to a trades apprenticeship program, get trained and set up and fed a job in a money-making trade where you'll have a good blue-collar life. Be able to raise a family. Here, no. You want to learn the trades? Good fucking luck. There's no apprenticeship programs. You got to go from job site to job site and like, hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? And if you don't have any experience, good luck. So how do you get that experience? And that's the same with the job world, with the white collar world here. Oh, you're interested in sales. Do you have any experience? No. Huh. Do you have a degree in sales? No. Huh. Okay, next. Then back to Starbucks, right? But imagine, why if you're looking to get a degree in sales and marketing, why the hell do you have to take algebra? Right? It's ridiculous. Like you should be able to focus on. I understand wanting people to have a certain well-rounded knowledge. That's high school. College is voluntary. You're studying what you want to learn, right? And yeah, there should be a few required basics, but basically it should be all catered to your major. You are going to be a specialist in what? So, okay, we'll teach you everything about that. It's so frustrating to me. It could be set up, and it's basically the education system in the U.S. is set up to keep people stupid. There was a quote by Reagan's head advisor when he was the governor of California. And I heard this quote or read it, can't remember, 10 years ago. but it was, Mr. Reagan, unless we do something about this free college education, we're going to end up with an overeducated workforce and nobody to man the factories, right? So they were worried about too many brainiacs and not enough people to fill the factory jobs. Well, now, thanks to Bill Clinton and NAFTA, we have no factory jobs and we have no free college education anymore. It used to be free here. So everybody's like, how are we going to pay for it? I don't know. It used to be free. We paid for it then. But now we don't have free college education, so we got a nation full of idiots, and we got no factories to put those idiots in. So, boom, explosion of fucking homelessness. Now due to COVID and this huge explosion of unemployment, and we're going to see a massive increase in that due to AI, artificial intelligence, and automation. I just went out to sushi, and there's a fucking robot in the goddamn sushi restaurant delivering fucking entrees around. I kept joking with my date that I wanted to trip the thing or, steal the plate off the top of it to see if it had a weight sensor to see if it could tell if there was an entree on it or not, right? Because people could just pick it off and be like, what? But basically, I just fucking hate it. That's a waitress's or a waiter's job gone, right? And for what? There's no increase in customer service or quality of experience. Quite the opposite. The only improvement is on the owner's bottom line. So it's a further fucking of the working class. And to get the whole story of this, you have to look at productivity. Right? So, and I just listened to a program on this on KPFA 94.1 FM last week. So it's fresh on the top of my mind. Throughout the turn of the century, through industrialization, productivity improved and increased and exponentially, right? Exponentially with mechanization and automation and, heavy machinery and factories. Boom. The Industrial Revolution. Productivity increased tenfold. And you have that happening, and wages kept up with it. As productivity would increase, wages would increase along with it. So you're taking everybody along for the ride, right? Of course, the person on top is getting the lion's share, but everybody's going along for the ride, Southern Pacific Railroad's killing it. Oh, well, everybody that works for them's making more money. Then, in the 70s, that stopped. They stopped increasing the pay with the increase in productivity. So since the 70s, wages have literally stagnated as productivity, due to technological innovations this time, the internet, robotics, computers. So once again, it's the same exponential growth that we saw back in the industrial era, but this is technological growth, but the same result. Fewer people needed in a car, factory. Fewer people needed in a whatever. Steel plant, fucking coal mine, yada, 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 you name it, down the line. But that productivity is siphoned to the top 1% now. Since the 70s, it's not spread out through the workforce. So we got a nation of idiots, no free education, no factories to put those idiots in, increasing homelessness, increasing joblessness. So, that's the good old US of A as of, September 2020. Well, that and the whole west coast of the United States is on fire. But other than that, yeah, fuck you, 2020.